So, hi, I'm here with Kev Roberts. So, obviously, you work for ITEC. What is your position at ITEC? Sorry, I'm not quite so sure.
So account director is my official position, but it's basically we have an account management team. Me and Josh work together. Yeah, so it's account manager really, but yeah, directing
Perfect.
all of our customers down here in Cornwall.
So, I've done interviews with players before, and talked
Yeah.
about rugby. So, as I say, this is probably way outside of my comfort zone, talking about stuff I clearly have no idea, as I could barely set up this Zoom conversation. But just for obviously the supporters out there that might be interested, what is it that ITEC actually do? Don't obviously have to go into too much detail, but summarise.
Yeah, so we look at all aspects of office technology really. So we fundamentally as a business 30 years ago started off in what we call managed print. So everything from your MFDs to desktop printers and the likes. And then about 6 or 7 years ago started to we'd be brought into another company in Plymouth called STEM and started to develop IT services. And so really what we are now is what we call a managed service provider. So we provide lots of different services and manage them from our support desks across the UK really. So yeah.
How's business been over lockdown then? Obviously, I'm assuming
Yeah,
you've had
interesting.
lots of people that have been wanting to
Yeah,
return.
interesting. Obviously there was on the print side of things, everybody just left their offices, so everybody stopped printing. So that went pretty quiet. But with IT, we had a really busy period in March, late March, early April, getting people home working. So a lot of laptops were purchased and VPN set up so they could work from home and access their files and stuff like that. So that was a busy time, challenging, but good. You know, it was interesting to see when Boris locked us down that one of the first calls they made was to their IT provider. So, you know, that just shows how important IT is in modern business. And yeah, so that was good. We were busy throughout April doing that really and helping people and supporting people that way. And then yeah, just trying to, like everything, just try to come to terms with what was going on and some form of normality. Working at homes with kids climbing all over you and trying to have Teams meetings and Zoom meetings. And,
Oh yeah, Zooms. Because I work for a company called Anthony Richards. Obviously, we had a quick conversation before. Shameless plug for me. But because of the stuff that you guys kind of do, like helping with that working from home scenario, the amount of people that have been looking to move down to Cornwall now, it's phenomenal. So whenever we have an available property, we're getting phone calls from Birmingham, London, Leicester, saying, look, I do this and this, but I don't need to live where I work anymore. I can do the same job with the slightly higher wage and come down here. Some people see, the locals might see that as a negative. Some see it as a positive because, yes, it's making the county a little bit more busier and we do like our peace and quiet here and our quiet roads, but it does bring more money into the economy. So, going a bit off topic. Do you see that as a positive or a negative?
We live down here, don't we? I mean, I think everybody that lives down here knows that we can't live without them, can't live with them, with the tourists, you know what I mean? And there were parts of lockdown that was the nicest bit of it, really. You got to see how beautiful Cornwall can be. It was nice. I got two boys with autism, so we had a little bit of a leeway where we were allowed to take them in a car to exercise them, and they love the beach. So occasionally we'd go to like Carvis Bay, and there was nobody on it, and you never see that, and that was beautiful in my eyes. And you see places like St Ives that on a bank holiday weekend there was pictures of it with nobody there, and that's great. But it is good to see businesses up and running and thriving, and a lot of people around again. That's what Cornwall is, and that's what our economy builds itself off. So it's good to see it back working. So move down, come down. The way of life is brilliant. I wouldn't move away for all the money in the world. So I can understand why
I think I moved down in 2004 or 5 to play rugby, and I've been here ever since. So into the converted.
You buy into it, don't you? And at the end of the day, it's more supporters for the Pirates, isn't it? So bring them on down, and they can come and fill the stadium up once it's built.
So talking about thriving businesses, I mean, I understand that you've someone, is it Xerox have bought into ITEC or bought them?
Yeah. So
That's exciting
in
times.
what was already the maddest time on the world, sort of in the second week of lockdown, got a call to come jump on a big group conference call, fearing the worst, and we were told we'd been purchased by Xerox. So good. Only good things have come from that. Really, it's been a real positive experience so far. They're a great company, added to our already strength with, offering us their whole portfolio of products, but also making us extremely stable financially to help our customers through this difficult time. So, knowing that your supplier is going to be around right the way through this is
no, definitely
a nice thing to be, really.
So on to the rugby side of things. So you sponsor the Pirates, not you personally, obviously, but ITEC. I think it's the marquee, the corporate marquee is sponsored.
Yeah, so we do the hospitality. So that's kind of where we like to get. We see a lot of benefit in taking clients along to there to sort of show our most loyal customers a good day out. And so we thought it'd be good to sort of support that side of the Pirates and help Robin and the team develop that side of the commercial side of the business, really.
And you also the S&C department as well, the strength and condition department of the Pirates, something like that, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think there's their uniforms or their equipment, we've sort of we've added a little bit in this year to sponsor that. Yeah.
And you've helped develop the app, the Matchday app with the team stuff on as well, haven't you?
Yeah, obviously with our strength in technology and the likes, with that was one thing, we've supplied the electronic scoreboard as well. We're quite keen to help to discuss ways in which we can help the Pirates move forward with their technology as well. Obviously it's where our strengths are. So the app was a perfect opportunity for us to come in and help. There was all the girls in the marketing team, and Robin really wanted to develop that and interact with the supporters more, and also on to enhance their green credentials, so they wouldn't be printing the program anymore as well. So we were really excited to get involved with that, and that's something we're very proud of. And once all this settles down, we'll help develop further. There's a real thirst to get some of some great video content coming on now with Pirates, and we want to get some of that on there so people know where to go to access that without going out and searching for it. So
the app's actually really handy. I appreciate there are some people that prefer a matchday program. Matchday programs always memorabilia and stuff like that, but the world we live in, you do need to think about recycling and use of paper unnecessarily and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that are on board with it. I love it. I mean, when I do my commentary, it's really easy for me because I can look at the teams. So when I'm trying to pronounce the names of the opposition, it's really helpful, and it's really good to see who's playing and stuff like that. And when they play away games, you can still get a program for an away game, and you can find out stats about the players that you don't really know. So I think it's brilliant. But I think we had a conversation about it a while back where you're looking at improving it still. So it'd be interesting if any of the supporters actually sit down and listen to this interview. If they've got any ideas, they should just chuck them out there, and they can get relayed back to us.
Yeah, the feedback is 100% warranted. You know what I mean? We want to produce help the team down there produce something that is your first port of call when you're going for information on the Pirates. Something that you interact with not on match day as much as you do on match day. Do you know what I mean? So, like the interviews you put out, the team news you put out on a Friday, with that was some great content, and it would be nice that as that's published, you get a notification on your phone to say that the app's now got that on there, and straight away you're in there looking at that, to see what the team is for tomorrow. So, you'd have to wait until match day to get that information with the program, but with this, you can be interacting throughout the week. We did some really nice Christmas specials where we did, we went up and interviewed a couple of the players, and there was a quiz
I was actually
done.
quite jealous because the interviewee the interviewer. They had a nice comfy sofa and a little wood burner in the background boiling away. I'm sitting in a stand in the freezing cold on a Friday morning.
Yeah, usually on a rainy Friday. That's nice to see, though. Nice to interact and see beyond match day, because you see the players and what they put in for 80 minutes, but what we want to try to do is help get out the work that goes on to do that. I mean, the guys last season, they started training late, in June really, and they didn't play their first game till mid-September or early October because of the World Cup, and it was all that work and effort that had got on to put the performances in on the pitch. The marketing team there, the commercial side of the team down there, that there's loads of work and good work that goes on, and it's good to get that information out. It's so you can engage. That's what I like, is to be able to engage with that team and grow. Makes you help you grow your passion for supporting.
Also, when you realise, I've done some interviews with some of the players, and you realise that they're actually good blokes as well. So yes, they're good at rugby, but I like some of the players I haven't had the opportunity to speak to before I've done the interview with them, and some I know, some I don't. But they're all really nice guys as well, and it almost makes you want to support them even more, because although they're a good player and they play for your team, they're nice people, and you want them to do well, which it's really nice. And the support that you've offered them is greatly beneficial. And obviously, you've talked about different ideas. I think anyone aware of it will fully get on board with that kind of thing as well. So
and if you see the content the guys have put out over the whole of this, they haven't really had a period where there's no content being put out of home training schemes and cooking going on and building wood storage things in the back garden, all these sort of things that just help you see the player off the pitch,
outside of rugby,
the human side of rugby. And that's probably the worst part of all of this. I don't miss the rugby as much as I miss going down and interacting with all the people at the ground, and and seeing the people, the work that goes on behind the scenes, and people that are friends now. Do you know what I mean? So it'll be great to see everybody back and the hospitality open, and we're all enjoying it.
Having a beer. So, question then: why the Pirates? You could have sponsored anyone. You're a very successful company. Why did you choose the Pirates?
Well, the ethos of our company is we could quite easily run our company from Bristol, our head office, and send our sales force out from there, and there would be no local sort of presence. But our CEO wants us to be local, so we have I have an office down here in Redruth. There's one in Exeter, one in Plymouth, one in Somerset, Bournemouth. We have everywhere has its own local office. And then we try to reach out and support a local sporting team or club in each of those areas, because it's a good way to put back into the community. We sponsor Somerset Cricket, Bristol Sport, both the football and the rugby, Plymouth Argyle. We right across the whole of the south of England, really. We support a lot of teams in the local area. So there was only one option for me in Cornwall, but it's a good option.
I mean, speaking as a fan now, because obviously I'm a Pirates fan, openly admit it. It's I'm really grateful for the kind of the work you guys have put in. Obviously, the sponsorship that you give helps produce the squad that we've got that put performance on the pitch. But a shift in focus from a sponsor is now that you're enhancing the match day experience. So we've talked about the app, it enhances match day experience. You talk about the scoreboard. It's something that is only minor. It's only like, you're talking your 1-2 percentages, but as a fan, it makes it that much better. And it makes me want to come back, and it makes me want to go watch more and more rugby games at the Pirates. So as a fan, it's more like as a thank you for the contribution that you've made to the club as a whole. Yeah,
I mean, we're only supporting, at the end of the day, we're the drive and the ambition in behind the scenes down there that emanates really from Dickie, that it's phenomenal down there. There is a huge ambition, and it's lovely to actually be a part of that and tap into it and help support it. you know, it wasn't our idea to have an app. It wasn't our idea to have a scoreboard. We've just helped out in those areas. But it definitely, you know, the way I see it is that when this move to the stadium does occur, then you need to reach out away from the core Pirate support that is there every week in, week out down at the Monet to fill the stadium. And the only way you're going to do that is to reach out to the youth, really, and get the youth coming along. And they now expect these things when they come and experience live sport. You know, they expect this technology, this type of, you know, hopefully you can get to the point where you've got replays up on the screen and things like that, so people can actually see the tryout that they've missed because they were getting a cup of coffee in the first half or whatever, you know. So, you know, that is what people want and expect these days. Everything is pretty interactive and instant in the world we live in, and these things are helping produce that on match day, you know. So yeah, it's good. I'm proud every time we come down there and see people using the app or enjoying the screen in the corner, but it is just us really helping the team down there with the ambitions they've got to enhance the day for the supporters. So
no, but as I said, it really does enhance it. I mean, I've been going down, whether watching, playing, supporting for the last 15 years, and it you know, you've got the loyal supporters. So the Pirates have got the supporters that you can rely on through thick and thin. Christ, I could name a handful because I know them by name already. I won't, because the ones I forget will get jealous. But the you know, it's the little differences that have been made, and it will be interesting. Like, I'd love some guys. I'll put this out on the Facebook page with all the fans and supporters to see if they got any kind of feedback as to, you know, anything we've missed or anything that we can improve that's currently going on as well. And no doubt you'd take all that feedback on board and see if we can develop it even further. But no, so mate, thank you very much for your time. As I say, I won't keep you too long because you've got your kids to get home to. But I look forward to seeing you at the games when the season eventually kicks off. Obviously, you talk about these corporate hospitality you've got. No doubt you'll have to squeeze in a seat for me before. So I've never experienced hospitality in rugby before. So I look forward to that. But no, mate, thank you very much.
To be honest, I can't wait to get down there and get one of Roseworthy Farms carveries. I'll be missing them, to be honest. I don't think I've had a carvery since. So yeah.
Oh yeah, get one of those pork bats on the go for me, I think. But
yeah, and obviously we got the Saracens down there next year, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, well, they've re-signed Koji and Farrell, so we're gonna have some big names down there.
Yeah, some big names down there. So yeah.
I won't have a problem remembering the opposition in that game when I'm commentating.
Yeah, see how they enjoy that. The wind coming off the sea on a rainy day in January or something like that. Shall we see how they enjoy it? It's the old saying,
isn't it? They can do it down the new camp, but can they do it on a Friday night up Stoke?
Yeah. All right then.
I'll leave you to, mate. Thank you for your time, and have a good evening, and I'll see you down the club soon.
Yeah, thank you. Take care. Cheers.
Take care, mate. Bye.